this is something new. Olight has made a sight and they have called it Osight. Real creative? I don't know. But if they would have missed that opportunity, that would have been disappointing. So they said they were making it and I was like, I love me some red dots. I gotta check this thing out, especially if this is the new Hollow Sun. Is it? We'll find out today. We're gonna take it through its paces and several hundred rounds of testing. But first, check out our sponsor for this video, and that is Handle It Grips. It is a grip enhancement. They stick on really easy. They have the Edge series. This is what's on this pistol. And honestly, it looks like I've had a custom stipple job, but no, I literally just slapped these on. It was a lot easier than I expected. They have the Edge series that is like this, and then they have the Elite series that's more of a rubbery. If you need that grip enhancement for competitive shooting or defensive shooting, or maybe just your EDC carry, go check it out at Handle It Grips. Use code Dustin for 25% off. And also you can follow Handle It Grips over on Instagram. I figured it'll come in really handy today as we are shooting several hundred rounds and testing out this Osight. So Olight came up to me a few weeks ago and like, hey, we're making a new sight. Do you want to see it? And I'm like, yes, I do. Why? Because I love red dots. They're on all my pistols. I thought maybe this will be the new Hollow Sun. It's Chinese, right? So we got to check it out. They are an RMR footprint, and well, here's the weirdest thing about it. This stinking, I call it a charging garage. Okay, it's a magnetic charger that goes on it. I get it. That's what makes Olight Olight. They have rechargeable magnetic rechargers all over the place. It's just kind of different. You can charge this with a USB-C, and you can charge your optic 3 times with this. And so, but at the same time, your optic's supposed to have a 70,000 hour battery life. 70,000 hours is a long time, especially when it has a shake awake function. It'll go to sleep after 10 minutes. You can also disable that. That's kind of cool. But anyway, my problem is I've already lost this at least once. So we'll have to figure out how not to lose it so much, but it looks like a big freaking garage on it. You have a 3 MOA dot on the inside, and you have manual adjustments, automatic adjustments, and a lockout function. It also has the battery indicator. This is tiny little light LED in between the your manual buttons, so that's kind of cool as well. It is IPX6 waterproof, and I'll tell you, it had the best screw set I've ever had come with an optic. So hats off to them for doing it right, and in a nice little container where you don't have to guess. It's not like in a bag that says good luck mounting your dot. It has 10 daylight settings and then 2 night vision settings. The adjustments are with a small flathead screwdriver, so that is good, and they're 1 MOA clicks. Some of the cheap Chinese optic companies send them out with a tiny hex that you will not have on you, so at least you can adjust it at the range. And you'll have 45 MOA of adjustment, so maybe we can hit like our 300-yard target. I don't know, I just usually use holdover anyway. But that's enough talking about all the details. We want to go ahead and shoot. So we're going to shoot on paper, say 10 yards, make sure we have a good zero. Then we're going to shoot several hundred rounds, heat this thing up, and then see if it still holds zero, and then talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. We have 124 Norma ammo from my friends over at KIR Ammo, and we're going to just print on that LaRue target. So we're a little low, but we're also at 10 yards. Makes me wonder if I just zeroed this thing a little further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That didn't feel like much, did it? Okay, let's go 7. There we go, 7 clicks. Let's see what that does. Okay, it could use like 2 more clicks if we're being stingy. Oh, I got more ammo. Let's shoot the crow head. I started playing shoot the star game like at the carnival. I forgot to breathe though. I was trying to shoot that crow head all the way out. I think if we have established that it's accurate, because that's a pretty darn good group. Here's what I'm already noticing though. That dot is not crystal clear. There is a little white triangle that you can see, especially when you have it dialed down. And of course I dial it down for precision. Something else I noticed once I was at the range. Okay, in a dark room, everything looked good. Yeah, big window, all that good. But now, when I'm outside, it's some sort of reflection or impurity in the glass or something that's catching light differently. I get this big red band, pink band maybe, up on the top, gosh, the 5th or 6th of the top of the glass that I really don't like, especially in bright sunlight. So, is it usable? Sure. But then we are deducting that from our nice big window, and it's not as impressive anymore. So now we'll just give it a good test, run it a couple 100 rounds through it. I do have it mounted on this Glock Gen 5 with MOS, and the plate I'm using is dog tag plate from Calculated Kinetics. That keeps a little bit of the debris off of the lens, but anyway, yes, we have Olight on because that's how it fits in my works holster. Let's shut up and shoot. I don't normally shoot with gloves, and my trigger really suffers. My arms are getting tired, boss. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna try without the gloves because while lead is not good, missing sucks too. That feels better. I'll go a little slow. I want to hit 100. I'm just not sure where I'm hitting. I don't know where I'm hitting, but it would not hit that 100-yard target till I shot the low right quarter of it, like holding off on the low right. And then we're hitting pretty good. All right, I can still hold it. It's doing fine. Let's try to... It's kind of tiring, I'll give you that. And the takedown lever that touches the locking lug and the barrel gets really warm. Since I was having to hold weird at 100 yards, I'm gonna check that we did 150-ish rounds or more, and we're gonna see from 10 yards again. That's pretty good. I mean, they're in there. You can see my arm fatigue going on there as I guess I just don't normally shoot like, 200 rounds freestanding.
Reinforcements have arrived. Cat Dill to the rescue, because somebody didn't know how to shoot some guns for a long period of time. Okay, so I understand what he meant by the Glock trigger is what's wearing your trigger finger down. It makes sense because it's heavy and long and just... We're switching up to left-hand shooting because I can't pull it with my right anymore right now.
I wasn't joking.
Yeah. All right, it's time to load some mags.
That fatigue is real, isn't it?
That is so bad with that Glock trigger.
Isn't it bad? So you're probably wondering, why did we pick a crummy Glock with a 7-pound trigger to put 1,000 rounds for you? And it had all to do about magazines. We had a bunch of magazines, but we're really regretting this decision. My trigger finger stopped working, and it's like, no, no. That was a 170-yard buffalo several times in a mag dump. You're up.
Yeah, it's very hot. It is very, very hot. Yeah.
So you didn't need all 6 plates anyway.
I didn't. I wasn't going to get him at that. I'm going to call it fatigue and not lack of anything else right now because it's quite draining. It's not going to. It's because the gun's so stinking hot. That's it. That's all we loaded. That is the end. And it's going to burn a hole in the table after that.
We let it cool for a minute, but it's still stinking hot. But we're gonna do our 10-round group. All right, so I got 5. They look good. It looks a little higher than earlier. We're gonna put some in the crow's head just to make sure it's all good. That is a long magazine. This was our great group earlier, and this is our decent group now. I'm tired, so it got bigger, but it's still shooting zeroed after you can actually feel heat went all the way to the optic traveling down the barrel and slide. The whole gun's hot. So it held 0. We didn't have any flashes, but on the quality side, I can see Olight being good in making the dot. Okay, the electronics, that's what they're good at. They do the lasers, they do the lights. This is Olight right here on this gun. That's hot. But I am not certain they did the best job on that glass. We have that, it's just not clear. I have that red line. You know, I said it was just in the sunlight. No, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now in the dark. I have an entire red line going across the top of the optic, which renders the top window useless. If I aim lower, that red line comes even lower. I don't like it, not a fan. The dot itself is decent. It's clean-ish. It's not the best. And like I said earlier, we have a little white triangle in there, and then there's a little bit of lens distortion. So if right now I'm looking at a tree, and if I shake it back and forth, that tree inside the window is jiggling and wiggling. It's just not the straightest, cleanest, flattest glass. So I don't like that part. But for the price, it's decent. It's good on that level. It's solid. The charging port, if that's something you like, cool. I'm afraid I'm going to lose mine. And then what do you have to do? There's no backup. You have to have that little charging garage, or you have a dead red dot forever. So those are the few cons on it. The price point came in what you'd think it would be for Olight. And so there, you can make your decision from there. And we will leave an Amazon link for Olight down below if you want to go ahead and buy it and check it out. Maybe you got some Olight fanboys there, want some magnetic charging port and all that. But it was fun to run through a couple hundred rounds today, 1,000 rounds as we're testing it. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.